Commander Ryder's log, 24-5-2137. After a 2-month stint patrolling the Tau system, Falcon 1 has been recalled to the Alpha system to undergo a significant refit. We're due to arrive at Station E02 in 3 days, where we've been informed the refit crew is waiting for us. I have to say I'm looking forward to having the ship updated. Ever since the Project Phoenix incident, many of the ship's systems have been functioning well below their usual peak performance.
Morning, sir.
Morning, Professor. So now the doors don't work?
Well, remember that we did break down half the ship and put it back together in a hurry not that long ago, and the battle with those Raskanian fighters left us a little bit worse for wear. I'm not surprised the ship is falling apart about our ears.
Well, all I know is I can't wait to get this ship refitted.
And that goes double for me. I would like it to be known that my recharge chamber is currently functioning at 1/4 of its standard efficiency, and I barely get enough sleep as it is.
Bob, you spend half your life sleeping.
Exactly. Only half. And somehow I still find the energy to cater to all of your whims.
Maybe we can convince the refit crew to give you an overhaul once they're done with the ship, Bob.
This is Space Guard Command to Falcon 1. Do you read?
This is Falcon 1. We read you loud and clear, HQ.
Copy that, Falcon 1. Relaying change orders. Cancel rendezvous with Station A15. Instead proceed to Kappa 11. I repeat, proceed to Kappa 11. The refit crew has been diverted and is waiting for you there. You will report to Commissioner Ward upon arrival for further orders. Space Guard Command, over and out.
Kappa 11? That's the Space Guard prison planet.
Yes. I wonder why HQ is sending us there. Well, we'll just have to find out when we get there. Reset course, Sergeant.
Yes, sir. Course laid in. ETA to Kappa 11, 7 hours. Falcon 1 to Kappa 11, requesting landing clearance.
Copy that, Falcon 1. Proceed to Sector A and land at landing port 095. You are to report immediately to Commissioner Ward in his office once you've docked.
Look at the size of this place. It stretches on for miles.
Yes, it's the largest prison in the galaxy. The complex covers an area larger than the United States and Australia combined. There are approximately 500 million prisoners and about 600,000 guards from all over the galaxy. They're not all Space Guard prisoners either. Many alien species have organized with the Space Guard to hold their prisoners here. It's the most efficient prison system in the galaxy, and there's never been a successful escape.
It's hard to believe there's that much crime in the galaxy.
Actually, the human crime rate has declined in recent years. But as we spread into the galaxy and our numbers multiply, so does the amount of crime. It's still a massive problem, which is why we need to devote an entire planet to it.
We're approaching landing port 095, sir.
Right, Sergeant. Bring her in to land.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I wonder which way Commissioner Ward's office is.
I have to say, I'm interested to see the galaxy's most escape-proof prison.
Attention, attention! Another prisoner has escaped. Full lockdown of Sector A in progress. All prisoners return to your cells. All personnel proceed to their designated areas.
What the heck's going on?
Are you the crew of Falcon 1?
Yes, that's us.
You'd better come with me to Commissioner Ward's office before the lockdown's completed.
What's going on, crewman?
Another escape prisoner, sir. That's the 6th one this week. I thought this place was supposed to be escape-proof. Until a month ago it was. Then all of a sudden the escapes began. At first it only happened about once every other day. Now it's happening all the time. The Commissioner's at his wit's end. Anyway, here's his office. He'll be able to tell you the rest of the details. Commander Ryder and his crew to see you, Commissioner Ward.
All right, bring them in.
Commissioner Ward, I'm Commander Ryder of Falcon 1. This is my crew, my first officer, Lieutenant Sarah Sola.
Yes, Commander, I know who you all are. I'm sorry you've caught us at such an inopportune moment.
Yes, what's been happening here? I've heard this is the most escape-proof prison in the galaxy. And now apparently prisoners are disappearing faster than you can keep track of them.
Yes, it's the strangest thing. Kappa 11 Penal Colony has been in existence for over 50 years, and in all that time there have been no successful escapes. Plenty of attempts, but they were all thwarted by our superior security facilities. But about a month ago, out of nowhere, prisoners started disappearing right from under our noses. A few at first, now it's happening at an alarming rate. We've launched a planet-wide search for them, we've double and triple checked our defenses, we've increased security and launched a thorough investigation, but we're completely at a loss as to how they're doing it.
I'll tell you how they're doing it. They're being aided by your appallingly lax attitude, Commissioner.
Ah, Andrews. This is Vice Commissioner Andrews. She's the head of Sector B, and she tends to disagree with my policy of kindness and rehabilitation.
That's an understatement. Your particular philosophy of prison management has been in use for well over a century, and it's still yet to yield any conclusive results. My method, on the other hand, can be argued with. Keep them out of society and never let them forget they're being punished. That's the only way to do it. And you may have noticed, Commissioner, that Sector B is the only sector not to have lost any prisoners, while your sector has lost them more than any other.
Yes, thank you, Andrews. I'm well aware of that fact.
Can you think of any reason why Sector B is the exception? Is there any difference between Sector B and the rest of the complex?
Well, given Andrews' philosophy on prison management, Sector B deals with the most hardened of criminals, the worst of the worst. Those who are completely evil and unable to be rehabilitated.
And Sector A?
Well, here in Sector A we handle your standard riffraff and scoundrels. Conmen, thieves, white-collar criminals, that sort of thing. They don't seem like the most likely candidates for escape.
Considering how good they have it inside, it's a wonder they want to escape at all. The prisoners here get private cells, movies, theater. They have amenities coming out their ears. Maybe they got sick of all the endless still life painting and yoga.
Did you come over here for any particular reason, Andrews, or did you just want to gloat?
Gloating mostly, but I also wanted to renew my offer to implement some of my measures over here for you.
I'll give it serious consideration. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to Commander Ryder and his crew in private.
All right. Just remember, Commissioner, the Space Guard are already aware of my opinions on your methods, and I'll be filing another report on your handling of this most recent escape.
Horrible woman. Anyway, the reason I had HQ send you here, Commander, is that I want you and your crew to investigate this matter. I heard about the way you all dealt with the incident on the Scepter in the Drevoran system, and on top of that, not 2 months ago, you literally saved the human race from that whole Project Phoenix situation. So I thought you might have more luck than my guards in getting to the bottom of all this.
We'd be happy to help, Commissioner. We'll get straight to work. And about the refit?
Ah yes, the refit crew arrived a few hours ahead of you, and they're ready to get started on your ship. I'll just contact them. This is Commissioner Ward to Sergeant Major West. You can begin work on Falcon 1 when you're ready.
Copy that, Commissioner. We'll need a member of Falcon 1's crew to talk us through a few things to begin with, though.
You'd better do that, Professor. You know more about the workings of Falcon 1 than any of us. You can join us with the investigation when you're done there.
Right, sir.
Well, I guess the rest of us had better get started on the investigation. Since Sector A seems to be where most of the escapes are occurring, we should probably focus our investigations here.
Good show. Feel free to use my office as your home base, and I'll be happy to lend a hand.
Okay. Lieutenant, you're the security officer. Where do you think we should start?
Well, I'm curious to find out if there's any link between the escaped prisoners. Commissioner, can I see a list of them?
Absolutely. I'll bring it up on my computer terminal.
Do you see anything, Lieutenant?
I can't see any connection from this list. Some sectors have lost more prisoners than others. Sector B, of course, has lost none.
You'd think the more hardened criminals would be more likely to attempt escape.
Yes. This is no use. I can't make a connection from a list of names. What we need is an informant. A prisoner who can tell us what's been going on from the inside.
I don't think you'll find one. There's a strict code of honor amongst thieves in this prison.
Could I see a list of prisoners in Sector A?
Certainly, I'll just bring it up.
Aha! Commissioner, can you locate prisoner A7764120044 for me?
Let's see here. There we go. He's in Recreation Room C.
And where's that?
It's in the East Wing on level 2.
Okay, I'm going over there. I think I found our informant, sir.
Right. In the meantime, Sergeant, let's head over to Falcon 1. I want to see if the Professor has an opinion on how the prisoners may be pulling off their amazing escapes. Well, this all seems pretty straightforward, Professor Summers. A full refit of all the major systems and equipment.
Yes, pretty much anything you can think of needs doing. I've heard about these new robot regeneration chambers that are built into the walls.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Don't be pessimistic, Bob. You've been complaining about your old one. You'll love it when you get used to it.
I highly doubt that. Now, if you'd like my opinion on the refit...
We wouldn't. Now get down to the engine room and help the workers remove the air conditioning unit.
Fine.
Now, is there anything else you need me for, Sergeant Major?
I don't think so. We can take things from here. Oh, by the way, here.
What are these?
Your new uniforms. Yours is the one on the top.
Ah, yes, of course. I'll go and try mine on now.
Ah, here it is. Rec Room C. Now, where is he?
And then the human says, "That's not my wife, and those aren't tentacles."
Seamus O'Reilly!
What? Uh-oh. Excuse me, lads. I have to bid a hasty retreat.
Get back here right now, O'Reilly!
Well, Lieutenant Solar, as I live and breathe, you are truly a sight for sore eyes. And may I say you're looking positively radiant. Have you lost weight?
Shut up, O'Reilly. I'm not here to exchange pleasantries. I'm investigating the escapes from this facility, and I want to know everything you know about them.
Ah, alas, I'm afraid I have no information to give you. I've been kept well and truly out of the loop on this particular matter.
Come off it, O'Reilly. Knowing you, your pockets are probably full of dirt from the tunnel.
Absolutely not. There's nothing in my pockets but the lint and the money I've made off the food I smuggled in from the kitchen, except the last thing I said, which there isn't any of.
Yeah, sure. Well, if you really don't know anything about the escapes, maybe you could try and find some stuff out.
You mean spy on my dear friends? My comrades behind bars? Absolutely not. There's nothing you can say that's going to turn me into a fink.
I'll tell Commissioner Ward about your little food selling racket.
Except that. You found a chink in my armor there.
Good. Now, I need you to observe everything going on in this sector. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, report it to me at Commissioner Ward's office.
So, I'd be like a sort of secret agent.
Yeah, if you like.
I like the idea of that. O'Reilly, Seamus O'Reilly, licensed to snoop.
Whatever it takes. I'm leaving now, so get to work.
Rightio, boss. Agent O is on the case.
This may have been a mistake.
Wow, the refit crew is working fast. They've already replaced a lot of equipment in the cargo bay. Look, there's a new diving bell.
Yeah, it's all very impressive. I'm looking forward to seeing it finished. The professor may be in the living quarters.
Professor, what are you wearing?
I am wearing, if you must know, my new uniform.
It's purple.
Well spotted. I look like a... git.
Well, I think you look very cute, Professor.
Oh, great, because that's what we're going for in the Space Guard, isn't it? Everybody will know we're a force to be reckoned with if we're not afraid to look adorable. I wouldn't laugh too hard if I were you, though. Your new uniforms are on your bunks.
Let's have a look.
But that's just a different shade of blue. So it's just the science uniforms they're messing with. What was wrong with green?
Maybe they thought the green uniforms disappeared into the background a bit.
I've finished in the engine room. Excuse me. I think I need to adjust the color balance in my optic receptors. I'm seeing green as purple.
I hate this uniform.
It's not really that bad, Professor. I'm sure we'll all get used to it before long. Now, let's get down to business. Have you given any thought to how the prisoners are escaping?
It is a puzzle. Why has it started happening all of a sudden? Why are all the petty criminals escaping while the hardened criminals are staying put? And assuming this is some kind of organized escape between all the prisoners, how are they operating between the different sectors, which have virtually no contact with each other? And another thing, how have none of the prisoners been found, either by the guards on the planet or by any Space Guard patrol ships off the planet? I think to get an answer we'll need to use science as much as investigation. Let's go back to Ward's office. I want to do some research.
Oh, hello there, Muggsy. Fancy running into you here.
What do you want, O'Reilly?
Oh, nothing special. I'm just in the mood for a chat.
Do you usually come to the showers for a chat?
I find it an excellent place to get to the, bare truth. Now, I don't suppose you've noticed anything strange going on around here?
Well, now you come to mention it, there's this mad Irish bloke who keeps bothering me while I'm in the shower.
I see you're not in the mood to talk right now. I'll just wait around the corner here and we can talk more when you get out. Would you feel more comfortable talking with me around the corner like this?
Shut up, O'Reilly.
Someone's a bit touchy. If you're wondering why I'm interrogating you so expertly, it's because I'm trying to get to the bottom of this escape business to see if I can get in on the racket. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Muggsy? He's gone. I think this qualifies as out of the ordinary. Lieutenant Solar!
I'm back. Professor, what are you wearing?
Don't start. I think I figured out what's going on.
Let me in, Lieutenant Solar. Oh, Lieutenant Solar. Oh, hello everyone. Lieutenant Solar, I just saw something very out of the ordinary. I was talking to my good friend Muggsy in the showers, and then he wasn't there. He just disappeared into thin air.
This confirms my suspicions. If only I could get a reading. O'Reilly, how close were you to Muggsy when he disappeared?
As close as I am to you now.
Then I may have a chance. Yes, my palm scanner is picking up faint traces of teleport residue, but it's unlike any I've ever seen before. It's far too faint for any wide beam sensors to pick up. My palm scanner can only just register it, and it's fading at a very fast rate. If I tried a couple of minutes later, I wouldn't have detected it.
Well, you can start your gloating, Commissioner. You'll be happy to learn that one of my prisoners has now escaped. It's your slack attitude that's caused it, of course. I know I shouldn't have transferred those guards from Sector F.
I wouldn't feel too bad about it. I believe I've gotten to the bottom of the situation.
You have?
Yes, Commissioner. I think the reason your investigation failed is because your people were working under the assumption that the prisoners escaped. But what if they didn't escape? What if they were taken? I've been trying to find a link between the missing prisoners, and I eventually found it in their medical records. Their blood type is all A positive.
Well, now that's just a coincidence. A positive is one of the most common blood types.
Among humans, but many of the missing prisoners are aliens, and A positive is far less common among aliens. Even among humans it's not common enough to be a coincidence, and Mr. O'Reilly here has just confirmed what I suspected. The prisoners are being teleported out of the prison by a teleport far more sophisticated than any I've ever seen. It's virtually undetectable and powerful enough to work through the complex's force fields.
So they've organized their escape with some advanced alien race.
That doesn't explain the fact that they're all A positive. No teleport is blood type specific. No, I'm convinced that the prisoners are being taken against their will.
Then we have to find out where they're being taken. Do you have a plan, Professor?
Yes, I do, as a matter of fact, and it involves our friend here.
Agent O reporting for duty, sir.
All right, I'm going to give you an injection. This may sting a bit.
Ow! Oh no!
I haven't done anything yet.
I know, but I've heard that half the discomfort of pain is the anxiety, so I thought I'd get that out of the way first.
Really? Let's see if it worked.
Ow!
Did it help?
No, not really.
All right, Commissioner. The bait has been set. The solution I injected O'Reilly with will give the impression that he has A positive blood. I think I've also detected a regular pattern in the brain chemistry of the kidnapped prisoners. The solution will also give the impression that O'Reilly has the brain chemistry that I think the next victim will have. And it will also allow me to track O'Reilly as he's teleported, so I'll know exactly where he ends up. Commander Ryder, Lieutenant Solar and Sergeant Hawk are waiting in your teleport room so they can follow O'Reilly immediately. I've told him to go about his business as usual so as not to raise suspicion.
And now, we're Wait.
Oh, don't mind me, everybody. I'm just going about my business here as usual. I'll just go into my cell. Oh, that's better. It's much quieter in here.
Oh. Well, what's going on? Oh, I feel funny.
Ah, a new specimen has arrived.
He's been teleported. Can I track his position, though? Yes, I found him. I'll contact Commander Ryder.
Sir, O'Reilly's been teleported, and I've located his position. There's a very well-cloaked ship in orbit. O'Reilly's vital signs are all fine, so I think it's safe to teleport you there.
Okay, Professor, let's go. Oh, thank goodness you've come. This madman's kidnapped me. Shoot him, go on. What is this? I did not summon more specimens.
Sir, it's him. It's that alien scientist who kidnapped us and put us on that desert planet to observe us.
Ah, yes. It is Commander Ryder, is it not? I remember you and your crew well. It is you. What are you doing kidnapping these people? I thought when we left you, we'd convince you that the human beings were not lab animals to be experimented on. That is true, Commander. My experience with you and your crew gave me a new respect for the human race, and so I have decided to focus my efforts to help your kind. My current experiments are directed towards eliminating evil and criminal traits from the brain. I have been experimenting on the prisoners here, attempting to cure them of their sick tendencies. They are all perfectly safe. My experiments do no permanent damage.
But why did you only take prisoners with A-positive blood? And why didn't you take any of the hardened criminals until today?
In order to gather scientifically relevant data, I had to eliminate variables. So I chose a strict set of physical and mental characteristics in my specimens, including a single blood type. And I chose to begin my experiments on less hardened criminals and work my way up to the more serious cases. Sadly, the one experiment I made with a more hardened criminal was unsuccessful, so I decided to continue my work on another petty criminal. Did he just call me pretty? I accept that your intentions were honorable, but I can't allow you to continue your experiments under these circumstances. Taking people against their will for any purpose is completely unacceptable. But if you're willing to talk with Commissioner Ward, perhaps we can come to some sort of arrangement. Can we go home now, please?
Thank you very much, Commander Ryder. You've restored Kappa 11's perfect record, and you may have helped to improve mankind.
Happy to help, Commissioner. I hope everything goes well there. Falcon 1 out.
Everything really worked out for the best in the end, didn't it, sir?
It certainly did. All the prisoners have been returned safe and sound, and our mystery scientist has agreed to continue his experiments under Kappa 11's supervision on volunteer prisoners who actually want to change their ways. If he's successful, it'll be extremely beneficial to the future of the human race.
Yes, offering criminals a chance at total rehabilitation through scientific methods could reduce the crime rate by a huge factor. Even Vice Commissioner Andrews couldn't complain.
Somehow, I don't think O'Reilly will be first in line to volunteer.
This is Space Guard Command to Falcon 1. Proceed to the Epsilon system to pick up scientists returning to Earth from Deep Blue Station on Epsilon 4.
I think I know one of the scientists on Deep Blue Station. And we'll get to test out our brand new ship.
Yes. Set a course for the Epsilon system, Sergeant. Full light speed.
Yes, sir. Do you think the new Falcon 1 will live up to its name?
I've got no doubt it will. I think she's going to see us through many more adventures to come.
Well, I already have several complaints. I'll give you the completed list once I've had it laminated.